love coming here, man. He'd stare at those stars for hours. Max? Max! Max! Stay back. We're going home.
Things like the air we breathe, our rights and our freedoms. These could be taken from us in the blink of an eye.
Something a little bit different for you today, although it is still very much in the nerdly wheelhouse, very much in my wheelhouse, very much something that I wanted to talk about to you guys today. We are talking about HaZimation's new movie, Max Beyond, coming out on April the 22nd. It's an animated sci-fi thriller, cyberpunk, mind-bendy thing. But yeah, it's one of these animated movies that's been made by the Unreal Engine, which is normally made for gaming and gamers. What's so cool, niche, and awesome about this project is that they're also making a game to go along with the movie. So the game's coming out like next year, but the movie is sort of introducing you to the characters that you're going to be, I assume you're going to be using, or maybe it's just introducing you to this world. And quick side note for anybody who knows me and has seen my streaming and things like that, you will know I'm a massive fan of Telltale's Walking Dead. Well, one of the lead actors in this movie is the voice of Lee in season 1 of Walking Dead. And as soon as he talks, that's Lee from The Walking Dead. Before we do talk about it, my name is Kevin Halden. This is Nerdly Out Loud, the official channel of nerdly.co.uk for all your news, reviews, and exclusive interviews. I like to cover everything with the big budget, low budget, no budget, wrestling, animation, all that good stuff. And you know how I do this when I jump on to talk to you guys. I'll be talking about the plot of the movie with as few spoilers as humanly possible. We'll jump into the cast and the crew of this movie, bit of a different one given that it's an animation, so we're just talking about voices. Then I like to talk about what I did and didn't like about this movie, and I will then give you my Nerdly Out Loud rating, which is my rating, not the rating of everyone at Nerdly. We have got loads of people over there, and I'm sure one or two of them will have reviewed this movie. Go and check out what they said about it. So Max Beyond, right, okay, so we have this young boy called Max, obviously, and he has these kind of special powers where he can tear apart the fabric of time and space and reality and rewrite things in a way. He also has an older brother who is a former Marine, suffering from a little bit of PTSD, and he's kind of got his issues. And all he wants to do is get Max out of this facility and go and live a normal life. When he tries that, it fails, and then Max is able to go into an alternate dimension and rewrite the story until his brother Leon is able to save him. Always going to cause more problems, and they have to keep trying it. But then you kind of realize that the people who are running tests on him and experiments on him, they're also using his power against him in a way. You kind of find that out as we go along. So he starts to realize rewriting it all the time so that he saves me isn't the way to go. So you kind of have a sci-fi thrillery version, although these movies kind of are sci-fi thrillery in a way. It's kind of Groundhog Day. It's kind of the butterfly effect. It's like those, but completely different. And if it was Akira, it does kind of remind me a little bit of Akira, but I'm a huge fan of Akira, so that's all good. Not really a massive great deal more about the plot I can tell you, mostly because it's super confusing, but when you know what's going on, you kind of get the hang of it and you can get to grips with it. I do think you should definitely check it out because the story is pretty damn class. I'm looking forward to seeing what this game is going to be about. I know this was done a little while ago, a TV show called Defiant, and then they had a game, and things that happened in the show were going to affect the game. Things that happened in the game were going to affect the show. Now, I remember buying that game and watching that show. The show wasn't great, but it wasn't terrible. But the game was great, but it didn't really ring true to what the initial premise was going to be, as in the show dictates the game. And it just fell flat on its face. I'm hoping that this isn't going to do that, and that's not me trying to say that that will happen. What I'm saying is, hopefully they've gone a different route with this one, and we get something awesome for both movie fans and gamers and movie gaming fans, all that good stuff. So let's talk a little bit about the cast and the crew. So I will start with Brother Leon, who is voiced by Dave Fennoy. As soon as he started talking, I'm like, that's Lee. That's Lee. That is Lee. And you just love him. You always love him. You loved him in season 1 of The Walking Dead Telltale game, not the show. And you can't help but love him here as Leon. Funnily enough, Leon. I mean, I'm just saying there's comparisons there. And to be fair, the two characters kind of look alike. Lee looked a little bit older, but they kind of look alike. Voice is fantastic for animation, and obviously that's why he's been used in countless things. Because I looked at his IMDb, and he's got over like 10 million credits for voice acting, but he does have that kind of stoic, masterful voice that'll calm the presence. So when you have those hyper surreal moments where Max is kind of losing his stuff and trying to like change everything, you then have Leon who comes in, and it's like just this calming force within the movie, never really losing it to the point of we're not going to get him back. And that's what's so endearing about his character. We also have Jane Perry, who, if you know anything about games, you're going to know who this woman is. I think most recently would have been like Cyberpunk 2077, that Keanu Reeves one. Like, I'm pretty sure she's in that. She does a voice in that. And she's been in like everything you've ever played ever. Like you'll know her voice straight off the bat. Again, another welcome addition to this cast. I can't say enough about how good the voice cast is in this movie, because let's be honest, things like this, especially when you're doing like high concept, time travel-y, dimension-y, timey-wimey stuff, it can get a little bit out there. But when you have cast and crew and actors who can make you believe that what is happening could actually happen, and it's an animation, so they can do that, and they do it really well. And this Unreal Engine, the way they've animated this, the HaZimation's animation, the way they've done it, I started to just see the beauty for what it is. You know, there's little idiosyncrasies and little imperfections that add so much to this world that even become a case of like, actually, that kind of stuff happens in games. So I can kind of see what they're going for. And I guess that's why they've done it. If you are a gamer, though, absolutely 100%, you have got to check this out. You will see comparisons. You will love it. You will enjoy it. And it's just an exhilarating story. Who doesn't love a story about a young kid and his brother trying to save the day, trying to get out of the shit they are in? And, you know, sometimes they be failing. And, of course, we have to talk about our titular Max. Max Walker is voiced by Cade Tropeano. Probably messed that up. It's probably Tropeano or something like that. Probably messed that up. I'm not very good with names, as you may well know from watching my reviews. Yeah, he's totally fine. He doesn't annoy you. He does have a decent little voice. He plays the character very well. What I didn't like, I kind of love the animation. I love the sound. I love the vibe it was going for. Very like sort of aesthetically pleasing, very retro, very neon, very cyberpunk, very Akira, all the things that I keep saying Akira. That's kind of the main thing it reminds me of. Not quite on the level as that, but it reminds me of that. I love the fact that we've got this before the game, so we don't necessarily will have to have played it. This, as I believe, is an intro to that. We've got a universe here, and in this universe, we've only saw a very small pocket of it, but we see many different sort of variations of alternate universes, and I'm instantly just like, that's got me going, because I'm a nerd, I'm a sci-fi nerd, and I like that kind of thing. Time travel, alternate realities, I'm all about that. Give me a game with that and a movie I can watch to go along with it, 100% my cup of tea. Another thing that I really love, and this is a silly one, is the sentiment, the idea, the concept. Director Hasraf Dulull has clearly got an amazing imagination. He's clearly got an amazing vision for what this can be. And to use this real-time animation Unreal Engine, to use that and to build this universe but also throw in this sort of messed up alternate reality situation where we're ripping apart fabric of time and everything that entails. I really, really like what this guy's doing. I really like his style. I'm hoping he's a big part of the game as well. I imagine he will be, because it seems like it's probably his baby. So I can't wait to see what they do with that. But that, for me, is 100% what this movie is. In a microcosm, this movie is a simple case of someone with a huge imagination and just blowing it to like the nth degree and giving us something special. I do think this is going to be something special. I hope I'm not wrong. I hope it really takes off, and when it does come out, I hope people take to it. I believe it's going to be on PC and consoles. The movie itself comes out April the 22nd in the UK, April the 23rd in the US. Please, if you have a chance, if you see it out there, check it out, watch it. Especially if you're a gamer. If you're a big gamer, you're going to love this. It's totally going to be up your street. And if you're just a nerd like me, it's up your street as well. Personally, I'm going to give this a 5 out of 5. And most of that is down to the fact that we have a concept and we blew up that story and we've created something pretty damn awesome. I want to see what the universe is. I want to see more of Axion. I want to see exactly where we're going with this. I assume we're not going to be dealing too much with this story when it comes to the game. It'll be something different, but the same. And yeah, I want to see what Hasraf has in there. In there. Like, I need, like, show me. Give me some more. And let's do this. Yeah. My name's been Kevin Halden. This is Nerdly Out Loud, the official channel of nerdly.co.uk, your favourite rich home for all of your news, reviews, and exclusive interviews. Please do check out the website, nerdly.co.uk, where everybody's got all their reviews and loads of different things. There's loads of different voices over there. If you don't like this movie, you might find something over there that you do like. Check out all the videos below, all the videos above, if there is any. This is the new video, so there probably shouldn't be. But yeah, do all of that, and don't forget to hit that like, hit that subscribe, and ding that notification bell. Most of all, though, if you don't want to do any of those things, just tell someone. Tell someone who we are, where we are, how we are, and I'll be back in the next video with another review or interview or whatever. But I'll be back soon. Yeah. Max Beyond, I'm giving it a 5 out of 5. This is a brilliant animation, and I can't wait to see where this goes, where this universe goes, where this world goes. HaZimation, you have a fan right now in me.